It was a really tough battle all day, really seesawing, both teams giving great effort. And then we got on top in the last quarter. Rory Lobb was significant in the centre bounce. Fly from Mundy and Walters and Conker, and we got it forward. So all day we fought hard. In the end we got an edge in that area and we took our opportunities. So really pleasing. I felt our effort's been consistent all year, but that's been reflective of our consistent preparation over summer and each week. So if you prepare consistently to a high level, generally you'll get an outcome that is commensurate with that with game day. So we just got to keep that focus on preparing well. So, you know, they're hard to come by wins against quality, and every game's tough in the AFL, so especially so today. So enjoy the win, but we'll do a sharp review, clean it up really quickly, and, you know, preparing for the Bulldogs almost, you know, really from Monday, Tuesday.
What did you feel broke it open later in the game?
Yeah, just to reiterate, the centre square bounces in the last quarter. It was 6-2 our way, and we kicked 2 goals out of the middle. So that gives you momentum, and you feel good about yourselves, and everyone gets a bit excited. So yeah, that was the key area, I thought.
Do you like that forward line mix and the way it's sort of coming together, and the way Taberner was able to get a lot of the ball today?
Well, every week's a different challenge. So we're still coming together, relatively new, so it's a work in progress, but there's some good outcomes today. But it's always won and lost in the midfield, and in the end I thought our midfield got on top. Walters, Fife, Mundy, Hill, Langdon, Brayshaw. We won it in the midfield. So, but everyone's got to play their part either end. So that's really what I thought happened.
We're surprised that they didn't send the ball to Nat Fife at the first bounce and went to Bradley Hill instead. I'm
not here to judge other decisions. We deal with what's put in front of us, and he went to Hill and then he went to Fife later. So Brad Hill's a very good player. So you just play what's in front of you. But what's important when they go to Hill, everyone else stands up. And it's a weight of numbers.
Nat's work, especially as you said, in centre clearances around stoppages around the ground, was exceptional. They just couldn't get near him.
Yeah, I concur with that. But they got some exceptional players. I thought, you know, not sure what happened to Kelly, but he had 20 at half time. He started forward in the third. I'm not sure. I think he's still building. Whitfield and Cornelio was incredibly damaging, particularly in the first quarter. You know, so we were able to rein that in. But yeah, they were certainly backing their players in. But in the end, I thought we worked our way to come out on top.
Is there a noticeable difference this week with Fife back out there? Like, how big is his presence? Obviously 31 touches on return.
I thought we were very good last week, bar our finishing and some early defending. So we don't want to make it about one player. There's certainly some great contributors outside of the midfield. Our backs, Alex Pearce on Cameron, Luke Ryan, Chera's a young player. So when you play well, it's not about one person. It's certainly a weight of numbers performance today, I think. I walked in the room, there's 22 excited players, you know, and I didn't see one player sitting there, I saw 22. So, and that's the way that Nat views it. But he's our captain and he's an inspiration, and I thought he was an inspiration today with his contest.
I suppose there are a few chances you guys kind of missed in that first half. Did it feel like when it blew open in that final quarter, it was kind of coming, or it was there, or were you a bit surprised to kick 6 straight?
No, you're only as good as your next moment. The last ones don't count, so you'd like to capital. They miss some opportunities too as well, so I think that's what they'd be saying. But yeah, you always tend to focus on yours a little bit. But you know, in the end, we sort of made our own luck by persisting and persevering. So that's a good lesson for our group. You know, well, look, we're still building. We've got our shoulder to the wheel. It's turning. You know, a lot of young guys, but we've got some well out. I thought our additions of Lobb and Hogan and Conker and Collier all contributed strongly today. So that just adds to that weight of numbers.
What do you think when you see Taberner miss a snap after a mark straight in front of goal and then get clean bowled? You look like you're having a bit of a chuckle in the box when you got clean bowled in the second.
Yeah, that's not about Matthew. That's just sometimes, that's sort of black humour, isn't it? You'd like those opportunities to go your way. When he misses a snap, I'm just looking for team defence. Are we set up behind the ball? Are we organised? Not making any assumptions. Yeah, but that dribbling one, it was like a wrong one, wasn't it? It's pretty hard to get on the end of them. So even now, it's sort of a bit of black humour. If you don't laugh, you cry. You know.
What about his performance in particular, though? He's getting a lot of the ball. You're starting to see his progression a bit more this year?
Well, we saw it last year until he was really quite a dominant key forward until he had that plantar fascia injury, I think it was, and then a fracture. So he went down in the Eagles' first derby. It might have been round 4. So he was a significant loss for us. So he's a rookie list player that sees possibility right from all he does is work hard and make the most of himself. So I'm really proud of him.
To lose Cam McCarthy and then still be able to kick 16, you must take a fair bit of confidence out of that, having that potency, I guess, in the forward line now.
As I said, it's about supply, and we had some good supply, and the forwards competed really strongly. So there's a spread of goal kickers. All our small forwards contributed and kicked goals. So, but it was nice that next man in was really important. And Cox off a hamstring rehabbed really well, and that allowed us to. He's a really flexible young player, can play back or forward. So that was, it was important that he could come in and do what he did. I thought he competed strongly.
How was Rory Lobb during the week? Because it's a big task coming up against Mumford, who he worked alongside, obviously, for so many years. How was he during the week, and what did you think?
Yeah, I didn't have really... I complimented Rory on his game last week. The mids are really happy, so not something I checked in with. But he's pretty keen to continue to ruck, and I think he knew the strengths and weaknesses when you do team training a lot. So he was really excited by the opportunity, and he, in the end, he played really well.